legislation. We spoke to attorney and founder of the Article 3 Project, Mike Davis, who says these bills, if signed into law, go far beyond simply declining to cooperate with federal immigration enforcement.
These states are not required to cooperate with federal law enforcement, but these states certainly cannot obstruct federal law enforcement. And when you have these Virginia Democrats in the House and the Senate conspiring with the new Virginia governor, Abigail Spanberger, and her administration to obstruct federal immigration enforcement, that is a federal crime. You have the issue of obstruction of law enforcement, conspiracy, harboring illegal aliens, assault, if they touch federal law enforcement in the line of duty, even kidnapping, if they follow through on these arrests of federal ICE agents. Governor Spanberger and these Democrats, they are engaging in a seditious conspiracy.
Davis warning if state and local officials attempt to interfere with federal immigration authorities, the consequences could be deadly.
This is a very dangerous path that Governor Abigail Spanberger is going down. This is Confederate-like behavior. It's like these Democrats in the South are returning to their Confederate roots. And if anyone gets killed during this Confederate standoff by these Virginia Democrats against federal immigration enforcement, if anyone gets killed, those Democrat officials in Virginia could face federal felony murder charges. They are on a very, very dangerous path with what they're doing by creating this illegal, unconstitutional, very dangerous criminal conflict between the state of Virginia and the federal government.
We asked Davis about the so-called exception in these bills, allowing cooperation with ICE, but only when federal agents obtain a judicial warrant from an Article 3 court. He tells us that flies in the face of the Constitution.
Federal immigration law is written by Congress. There is not any requirements for an Article 3 court judicial warrant to enforce our federal immigration laws. Our immigration laws are set up where we have federal immigration officials who go to U.S. immigration judges. Immigration enforcement is civil, not criminal. And so there is no need to get a judicial warrant to enforce our federal immigration laws. Any state that tries to impose these burdens on the federal government are violating federal law. It's a direct violation of the U.S. Constitution, which makes clear that Congress writes our immigration laws, and those immigration laws are the supreme law of the land.
If this legislation were to become law, Davis tells us the Trump administration has legal options.
The Trump administration can and should bring a civil action against Virginia if Virginia tries to obstruct federal law enforcement executing federal law. These courts are going to strike this down immediately. The Justice Department should explore bringing criminal charges against these Democrats, including Governor Spanberger, who are engaged in a seditious conspiracy right now by plotting to use force and arrest to obstruct federal agents carrying out federal law. That is textbook seditious conspiracy, and they could be charged right now for that. So if they actually are dumb enough to try to move forward with these arrests of federal agents doing their jobs, then the Justice Department can and should bring charges against all the Virginia Democrats involved, including the governor, for insurrection.
In California, a push by